Hello, today I'm going to show the difference between effort and non-effort driven tasks with fixed units task type. So, for that purpose, I created one project, one task, 4 days duration, and I have here in view, in resource sheet, I have John and Mary as resources. So for simplicity's sake, I will assign them with 100%. And to see what kind of task do I have, first of all, I will use task usage for this example. I have peak units, which were explained in some of my previous videos, and I'm going to use from details, view details task form, right click here and work. Okay, you can see that here I have effort driven and non-effort driven task, which is by default non-effort driven. Okay, and if you want to put tasks by default effort driven, you should go to file options, and somewhere here you will see new tasks are effort driven. So if you choose that, every single task will be effort driven when you add it. And if you choose that, remember that all tasks which are, for example, non-effort driven are not going to be automatically switched to effort driven. So it is only applied to new tasks. So first of all, I don't have effort driven tasks checked, so those tasks are non-effort driven, and task type is fixed units. For this example, I'm going to assign John and Mary, and as you can expect, both of them are going to work 32 hours. Okay, why? According to our magic formula, 4 days, 8 hours per day, 100%, it means 4 days multiplied by 8 hours multiplied by 100% is 32 hours. And I am not going to go deep in magic formula because of it was explained in my previous video where I explained fixed units, fixed duration, and fixed work type. Here, I will focus on effort driven. So, I added John and Mary, both of them with 100%, both of them should work 100%, and as you can see, they are going to work 8 hours per day during 4 days. Now, I will delete John and Mary, unassign them, I will get my initial setup, and I will say this task is effort driven, so I'm going to assign John and Mary at once. I will hit on OK, and I will get the same results. So, no matter if task is or is not effort driven, when you initially assign multiple resources on a task, you will get the same result. So, why should you use effort driven or non-effort driven? Anyway, so let me show you once again what are we talking about. Let's go to non-effort driven tasks. So, first thing to conclude, when you assign multiple resources to a task in, let's say, one hit, like I did, John and Mary, and hit on OK, you will get the same result no matter if the task is effort or not effort driven. So, when I assign John here first, okay, I have John with 8 hours per day, 4 days. When I now assign Mary to a task which is non-effort driven, Mary will have to work, sorry, not John, Mary is going to work as John is supposed to work, so it is 32 hours per day, 32 hours in total, 8 hours per day, and I got the same result as I will have if I assign them both in, let's say, one hit. Okay, and now the difference. Let's say that I assign first John, but I will say that this task is effort driven. John and I will hit on OK. And Mary, when I hit on OK, you can see that both of them are going to work 16 hours and duration is decreased. So what does it mean, effort-driven? Effort-driven means more hands, light work. So basically, I assigned John with 100% and Micro's a project. According to our magic formula, calculates that John needs 32 hours. If I assign, after I assign John, so after I assign some resources to the task, another resource, so in my case, Mary, and I choose OK, which will mean that automatically she will be assigned with 100% because her maximum units were 100%, and the task is effort-driven, those 32 hours are going to be splitted between John and Mary. And what will happen? It happens that John is going to work 16 hours, Mary is going to work 16 hours, and the total of 32 hours are going to be done in 2 days. So when you have fixed duration effort-driven task, you will get that the duration will be shorter than it was initially assigned when I had only John. But what happens if I assign Mary with not 100%, with some other percent? Let me show you the example. So I have John, which is 100% assigned, and the total work is 32 hours effort-driven. Now I'm going to say, okay, I need Mary, but she is supposed to work 50%. It means that her maximum is 4 hours per day. So you will see that duration will be 2.67 days. And John is supposed to work 21.33 hours and Mary 10.67. Why is it so? The total of 32 hours are splitted among John and Mary. That John is going to work 2/3 of the total work and Mary is going to work 1/3. So when I go to calculator and I say, okay, I have 32 hours, but Mary is going to work 1/3 of that, that is 10.67 hours. So, and John is going to work 32 hours, multiplied by 3, and divided by 3 and multiplied by 2, it is 2/3, 21.33 hours. So, John is going to work 8 hours first day. Mary is going, maybe it is better to explain like this. John is going to work 8 hours first day and Mary 4 hours first day. Why? Because she is assigned 50%. This is total 12 hours. Now, John is going to work 8 hours second day and Mary 4 hours as at first day. So, they are going to work both 12 hours. 12 hours plus 12 hours is 24 hours. In total, we have 32 hours. Okay, so if we extract from 32, 24, we got 8 hours for third day. And they are splitted between John and Mary in a way that John is going to work 2/3 and Mary is going to work 1/3 of that. So maybe it is a little complicated, but it is how it is. That when you have effort-driven and you have fixed units task and you add additional resource, you cannot expect that each and every time the work is going to be split among them equally, so they are going to work the same amount of hours, and that depends on units. Let me show you one example which will give you clear situation. Well, let's say that I have 6 days, okay, and I have 6 days and I have John here. Okay, if I have John will going to work 6 days, multiplied by 8 hours per day, multiplied by 48 multiplied by 100%, it's 48 hours. If I assign Mary here, and if I say 50%, you will see that John and Mary are going to work 32 hours John and Mary 16 hours. Why? First day, 12 hours both. Second, and John, it means John 8 hours, Mary 4 hours. It is 12 hours first day, 12 hours second day, 12 hours third day, 12 hours fourth day. And in total, it means that those 48 hours are going to be finished in 4 days with John and Mary, instead of 6 days if John only works with them. And in this situation, math works. And math works in my previous example, but it is a little bit awkward. But you have to get used with that. So that is what effort-driven means. Effort-driven means when you assign additional resource, the total work which was previously assigned to all resources are going to be redistributed among all resources. So the total work is, let's say here, fixed. Okay, this is for today. Next time I'm going to show you what is with effort-driven and fixed duration tasks. Until then, thank you very much.